Hi, welcome from St. Petersburg, Florida. I am Barbara Bertucci, and it's my honor and privilege to have Kimball Sargent on today, who is an amazing leader and an example of Nikken and health. She is a nurse. Oh, Lord.
Psychotherapist.
Psychotherapist. Thank you. Um, but amazingly has blended this in her work and is an amazing leader in Nikken. So I've asked her to coach us and train us. So Kimball, take it away.
Okay, well, when people ask me what I am, I think that first and foremost, I am an entrepreneur. I grew up wanting to be I grew up when I was about 5, I knew I was a healer, and that's a whole nother story. But I was planning to be a therapist, and that was going to be my trek. But I always knew I was going to work for myself. And, life happens, and I had twins on the way, and I knew that I wanted to be able to be with them. So I ran a business for my parents for a year, and then I bought 2 H&R Block franchises that I owned for almost 30 years and sold about 4 years ago. And I did that. It became a stream of income, didn't work in it, went back to follow my dreams with my practice, and then found Nikken because of health issues, but then saw this amazing business opportunity and knew that's what I wanted to do. So when I came to Nikken, I was a little bit different. I have a pretty wide background in business. And I really believe that that is something that we need to share with the people we bring in our teams. And I've not always been the best at this. Now, learning network marketing was new for me because I'd owned franchises and I'd done a traditional business, but I didn't know the collaborative entrepreneurship, which I am totally in love with now and think it's the best. So when I think about what in growing a team, what I want my team to do is, one, I want them to learn to be a team, because this is not a solo sport. This is something that you got to play and do with others. And when we all work together, we can do more. So when I bring a new person on, the first thing I want to do is introduce them to the other people on our team. And now I have a WhatsApp that's for our team, and I work with them on, check that during the day, because if we work together, we can do more. I mean, we're on the East Coast. So if somebody needs a knee wrap and we got to wait 5 to 7 days, that's not a lot of fun to get it to them. But if I have a knee wrap and you don't, I can put it in the mail and it can be your person in 2 days, and we can share experiences. And because I want people working together. So when we bring somebody new in, we want to get them to be a part of that team and have that identity. This is actually how they do the business in Latin America. And in Latin America, they're just blowing the roof off of it. And we can do that here. And I don't think that there's ever been a time when people wanted to be a part of something any more than they do now. So first of all, it's getting the team stuff going. The other thing is that I have a weekly training call, and it's basic training. And that's everybody on our team. And each week I'm working on something to help them build their business. Now, we might get people get in this business for different reasons. They may want to have a community, and I love the community. Nikken people are the best. They absolutely rock. And if that's all you're looking for, that's fine. These products are life-changing. They gave me my life back when I'd been told to apply for disability. So they may just want the products. But I'll tell you what, people want to make money. And the reason that most people get into collaborative entrepreneurship is that they want to make money. So when I bring the person in, I ask them what one bill they would like to cover each month. And it could be that I've got one gal that wants to have $200 to buy a used car with. Okay, so then how do we teach that person to make that amount of money? What amount of product do they share? In fact, last night was my team's training call, and I used the stuff that Barbara Bertucci had on the kickoff call on how much you make on these packs. And so I knew somebody that wanted to make $200. I said, well, you sell a king pack and you sell the twin pack, and you've done it. You've got what you wanted there. You've already made that amount of money. So I'm working to show them how to make money. Because as much as people love these products, if they're not making money, they will just get into the community, but they won't keep building it. And the only way to make Nikken succeed, the bigger Nikken, is for us to be moving, because we can't possibly buy enough products just for our own personal use to make this thing go. We've got to build it. So that's a way that my team training call does. The other thing that I am right from the beginning is, let's look at the incentives. And every single month, plan your month. And, November, December have always been my best months in Nikken. So I tell people it is time to just blow this thing out. So plan this month and the next. I really like to look at 90 days, but this is where we're at. We've got 30 of those have gone. We had a good October. So what do you want to do? And I also used Barbara's idea that I created a challenge for my people. If they sell 3 of the twin packs, they're going to get a $45 gift card. If they sell 3 of the queen packs, they're going to get a $55 gift card. If they sell 3 of the king packs, they'll get a $65 gift card. Now, if they want to sell 9 or 12, hey, we'll keep going. I'll be happy to give them that. So I want them to have incentives. That's my incentive that I've created for them. But at the beginning last night, I said, okay, what's the first incentive? We signed up new people last month. We want them to start out with a power start, and they can easily do that within the 30 days of when they signed up. So that's the first incentive. Then I looked at, for my people, I'm also offering that for my front lines, if 3 of those make it to silver before Christmas, then I'll have won the silver. And there's $1,000 for that. I'm going to divide that 4 ways. All 4 of us will walk away with $250 because they're going to do a lot of work. We're all in this together. Again, it's looking at the team. So if you're looking at a team, how do you bring your people together and how do you encourage them to move forward with that? We don't want them to be a lone wolf. We want to work at this together. We want to cheer each other on. Then I had a slide where I showed them, okay, what is another incentive we got? Well, it's the 3 packs of the Kinsen 10-4. Buy 2, you get 3, give them away as Christmas presents. We really worked on how do you use these different incentives. I've heard that in Latin America, nobody talks about going silver or going gold or going platinum. All they do is work towards the incentives. And my story last year is that I had a tremendous October, November, December, and that's how I got on the Kaizen. I had not been really good about the Team Kai. This year, I've had Kai every single time, and I'll have it this time. I've already got my 50,000 to be Team Kaizen for the coming year. I've just got to get the people worked out, and I'm pretty close with that. I'll have that soon. But if we use these all along, then things just happen. I had a gal last year that called me in November, the first week, signed up. She'd been signed up for me twice before. She had no real intention of going to silver. She wasn't even thinking about it. She started selling products, and then she signed this other girl up who was selling products. And in December, I looked and I was like, holy moly. She's like 2,000. She's 1,000 away from silver, and she's got to get that, and she's got to have 1 more consultant, and she's got it. Now, how cool would it be for you? It was wonderful for me to help somebody go silver and they're accidentally doing it. Well, people will accidentally make rank if we teach them and show them how to use these incentives. I think Nikken is doing it, but we've got to be teaching. We've got to teach people business, because a lot of the people that come into Nikken have either been a job person, and job people are different. And there's nothing wrong with being a job person. That's not me. I'm unemployable. I am an entrepreneur. That's whatever I do in life, I'm doing it for myself. But we've got to train them. And if we train them and show them this, then it's huge. Susan Carver's got one of the best presentations I've ever seen, and I steal it every time I can, show it to somebody, about the difference in being a job person and entrepreneur. At the end of the day, the entrepreneurs work out better, but we've got to train our people, and we've got to put money in their hands. That is what keeps people coming. People are going to buy these products forever. There's lots of people who come into Nikken and they use them and they stop doing the business. They keep using the products. But if they're making money, then they're going to stay. And right now, I mean, this should be the best November and December we've ever had. So whatever rank you're at, you can grow it. But you want to change that mindset.
So getting this information out to your people or your customers or your previous customers, what are you doing to actually get that information out, to get that stimulated now? What are some tips and techniques for that?
Okay, I email all of my customers 2 to 3 times a month. I have them in a database. I use something called OutConnect, which is a Fisher Price simple contact management, but I can use pretty pictures and things I like. And what I love about it is if somebody doesn't open the email, hang on one second. I got to get my husband to bring me the charger because I'm going to die.
So I just think it's amazing to do this, to have a plan, because November and December are the biggest shopping day time of year. And now with this amazing, I call it hibernation, people are looking what to do and how to do, and what better way than to have a wellness home start in the midst of that. And if we can get people to see the ideas of gifting this,
right,
too, is a great avenue for it.
And I'm talking to people about buy the pack and divide that up into different gifts. Maybe you want to keep the comforter for yourself, but you give the mask away if you've already got one, or you give pillows to people. But I contact my people 2 to 3 times a month, and I share stories about how products have helped people. I share what we've got on specials. If they don't open their email, I text. If they open, now this is what I do. If they open up the email, then I'm definitely going to call them. And I also use something called Slide Broadcast, so that I record a call that's just, you can't tell that it's not me, and it goes directly into their voicemail. Well, you would be amazed at how many of those people call me back thinking they've missed a call. But by doing that, I can send out 20 calls in a day, and then I just work the ones who call me back. I don't have to go through who's not going to answer or anything like that. Again, it's doing it as a business. Now, there's certain people that have got things on their phones, and since the politicals, it's been harder because more people have gotten blockers to this kind of slide dial thing. But still, over half of those go out. It saves time. As business people, we've got to be laser focused on where we're putting our energies. And I don't mind sitting and just calling. But if I can do it so I'm calling people who I know want to talk to me, then that's a whole different ball game. They're already open to talking. Also, our team does 4 events a month. We do a Thursday night and a Sunday night close together. The next week, there's not anything. And then the next week there is. And so we've got something that we're feeding people through, but you've got to be in contact, and you want to love your customers. All of my customers will get a Thanksgiving card. They'll have a little piece of tape in it. And I sent that out last year. When the pandemic hit, I sent out a card to everybody just telling them we were thinking about them. If anything we could do to help, let us know. In that month, my sales shot completely up. I didn't even mention a product, but I reached out. People need to be cared about.
Did you put a little explanation about the tape in there, or you just put it in there and said,
I put a little explanation about the tape. I've got a little, because I have, when we do online events, I have a little goodie bag that we mail out to people. And you put a little piece of tape, a magnet, they don't know what any of this stuff is. So I've got a little typed up thing that I fold up and put in, and then they get it. And then that tells, in the thing, it says, just stick it where it itches or where it hurts and then see what happens. But I have a little thing in there that will share that with them.
Nice. And you have a goodie bag. That's also great to know, because nowadays we're doing it online, and it's really a trust factor. So if they've listened to something and been through something, what a great gift to get them. I need you to send me what you do, if you don't mind, a couple of little things, because I put Sly, it might not be the right one, and the other contact, and I'll add
broadcast.
The broadcast, and I'll add it to the email that I send out.
Okay.
That would be really great. And is there anything else, like right now? Black Friday's coming up. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I used to do in previous years, I always do a Black Friday recovery party. And I would have lots of food and invite people in, do your shopping, then come here and we'll have food and we'll have fun. I'm going to do some type of Black Friday event. It'll, of course, be online this year. But, start doing something. Large businesses like Coca-Cola can research and think about and play with and blah, 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 blah. Small business, it's speed, man. Just do something and you'll get feedback. There are no mistakes. You do something, if it doesn't work, change it and do something else. But that's what you want to do. Today, start contacting people. That's the deal, however you're going to do it. But I really recommend Thanksgiving cards and I send out a postcard at Christmas too, because I want to be right up there. And the Christmas card it'll be a postcard with a picture of Jeff and I and Nacho, his dog on it, because people like those pictures. They like to be able to see, but you don't have as much to compete with a Thanksgiving card if you send it to your people, and people are not expecting to get those. And you want to stand up. There's only 3 reasons people do business. It's know, like, and trust. So you've got to get that. I love my customers. I love people. I want to help people. I got to create the relationship to do that. And I got to do that with my consultants, because without consultants in a business, we can't grow. And we can't keep these amazing products we like, because if we don't sell enough, they disappear. So we've got to get them sold.
That's awesome. You are so great. It's wonderful. I'm so pleased to have you on. I can't wait to go get my postcard picture for Christmas and my Thanksgiving one. I think we can get that out in time. So we're going to stop recording right now. Thanks for getting on. Get with the person that shared this with you and create your team upline.